Tycoy Pinkston here. Let's talk packing and shipping comics. All right, my friends. So this is my second video in this series of packing and shipping comics. If you have a large supply of comics that you need to move, a couple of long boxes, you're looking for a safe, efficient, and cheap way to do it, then this is the video for you. If it's a small stack that you have and you don't want to buy shipping approaches, please check out video number 1. And if you're looking at moving a large stack of comics in one particular box, please check out video number 3. Let's get into it right now. This is going to be packing and shipping comic books using the Gemini mailer. All right, guys, let's pack up some comics in a Gemini and mail them off, all right? All right, so here I've got 5 different books that I'm going to put together. So I'm going to take these 2 books, these 5 books here, and I'm going to use a plastic bag like this, okay? If you guys go to my website, by the way, I have a link for all of my materials that I use to make it easier just to hunt them down and find them. But like so, all right? Once I get them in here, I have a tendency to write down who it's going to, okay? Because I got a lot of stuff I'm packing up and I got a terrible memory. So that's written down. I just got tape over it right now because privacy, right? So once we do this, I'm going to flip this over here. And what I'm going to do is use my Scotch Magic tape, okay? I'm going to use my Scotch Magic tape to tape this down, okay? There's one piece. We got 2. Okay. I want you to notice, though, that when I do this, you guys see that? I have folded the tip, okay? The reason that we fold the tip when we do that every time we tape something inside the box is because we want to make sure that the guy or the girl who buys these books from us, that they're going to be able to open it up without damaging it. And it's so much easier if we just take that extra second to fold the tip of the tape, okay? So that's good to go. Now, let's go ahead and fold the Gemini up, okay? You can Google Geminis. If you're not familiar with it, you can Google them and find them, or once again, check out my website. There's a link to where you buy it. But if you hold it like this, okay? So we've got the Gemini pieces here. We're flipping that over, and you can see over here, there's this kind of, almost like the top of a house, right? And there's a line here. So we're going to fold it down like this, and it's right above the kind of tip there. It's a twisting motion like that, okay? Twist it and you fold it down like so, okay? Once you do that, the bottoms will be able to come up like this. The top will fold over like so, and that's how we're going to be able to send it, okay? All right, but first let's get these books in here. Now, this is the Tycoy method. I got about 5 books in this bag, so the firmness is pretty good just because of bulk and volume. When I ship in Geminis with 5 books, sometimes even 4, I have a tendency to just kind of secure them directly in here. But if I have only 1 or 2 books, I'm going to use an added sheet of cardboard, okay? Because again, the firmness is not quite as good. I want to make sure these get safely to where they're going without being damaged. So we're going to center this in here. I'm going to fold this up and get the fit so I know exactly, okay, that's where I want my books to sit. Once I've done that, I am going to use painter's tape, not shipping tape, not Scotch tape, painter's tape, all right? And the reason for that is because the painter's tape comes off, it holds it and does what it needs to do at holding really easily without damaging anything, and it's going to come off, okay? So, whoops, what's happening? We're going to get 4 pieces here, and again, notice I'm doing that same thing, man. I'm folding the tip before I pull it off because I want to make sure that the person who's opening this isn't doing this like picking thing with their nails and end up digging into the book and ruining their comic, okay? Let's make it easy for people. It doesn't take much for us to fold the tip, so let's fold it. All right, now, again, we kind of do just a little tuck in there because I want to make sure that it's firm. And we do that on all sides. Get it nice and held into place. Do you know why we tape them in here like this? Because if we didn't do that and we had this all wrapped up and ready to go and we shook it back and forth, you could hear the books like rattling around inside. Movement is bad. Movement is where damage comes from, okay? So now that I've done that, I'm gonna take one more piece of tape and I'm gonna fold this up. I want it to be good and tight. And there we have it. So that's secured like that. Now I'm gonna switch over to my shipping tape. All right, some people fold it this way. Some people fold it this way. I don't think it matters. I've always folded it this way, okay? You just take that tape, press it in here, and you can see I went a little bit above the top, right? Coming all the way down and go a little bit below the bottom. My fingers through here, get that good and sealed. And then what I'm gonna do up here, you can see, is I fold that under, just like so. Fold it under, just like so. Then, I like to do this, extra security where that tape is, so that it doesn't pop out in the mail. And when I fix my label on, I'll have tape that's also going to serve to hold it this way, okay? Last but not least, I'm going to use my pen and I'm going to write a code or something on there, or I will use a pencil and put my label over it just as a note to myself as I'm packing up, who are these books going to? So there we have it, my friends. That's the Gemini shipping method. And by the way, folks, while you got that marker in your hand, feel free to write something on your package like handle with care, fragile, do not bend, whatever. Just please know that the post office could really care less what you write on the package, and they are not going to follow those directions. I've had postal workers tell me straight up they could care less what you put on it. So writing things on there is truly a false sense of security, but it's one I embrace. I do it either way, okay? It's just really important you pack your books well, because you cannot rely on a warning label to ensure they get there safely. Hey, my friends, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you found this video to be useful. If you did, please do give it a like and make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll come back later with some more comic talk. Folks, if you go to my website, you'll see a tab called Resources, and under the Resources, there's a link to a Google Doc that lists off all the materials I've used in this video and my others for shipping in case you are interested in purchasing them for yourself. To access my website, just go visit
www.tycoidpinkston.com.
Thanks a lot.